Hello everyone, it's me again, GW Fan the Softcore Brony, welcoming you to the finale of Let's Play Breath of Fire 3. It's been a long time coming. Very, very long for me, especially, I think. But here we are. And my equipment is, well, set up kind of special in a way. I've got light bangles and life sandals on everyone, because there's actually quite a few status effects flying around in this battle that would be, well, really sucky. I mean, if not, I also could just, like, do, like, confusion resistance mainly and leave it at that, since that's kind of the big one there, but, well, more on that later. You also notice that Ray has the burglar garb there, so that his agility is, well, I think above 82 or so is what I was really looking for. But yeah, I need his agility, like, in the low 80s there for what I want to do here. So, moving on. There, we use our eye one last time. Because the goddess is right over there. Oh. Huh. You know us all, huh? Thanks for ignoring Peiko. Jeez. True. Yeah, everyone told us it couldn't be done, even though we know at least one guy back in the Oasis crosses back and forth across the desert all the time. Yeah, we guessed. Saw you at the beginning of the game, too. Yeah, we came here just to ask you a single question. Ray's like, I don't care. Or mostly destroyed, anyway, since she apparently doesn't know that they're in the desert, that they're, like, right outside her door, practically. I mean, I know they're all the way across the desert, but still. You'd be surprised. Is it really that small? But then again, it does feel a lot smaller than the worlds from the first few Breath of Fires. Relatively. I mean, there's only a very small handful of towns, really. And yet people do, right outside your door. I mean, the Oasis and all that. Or so-called Oasis. There's nothing green there. Ah. There's a tree right... can we actually get to that tree right there? I don't think we can. I don't think I've ever been there. Kind of interesting they put it there. But yeah, relative to the previous two games, there really aren't very many towns or much of a world to speak of. I mean, the entire world on this side of the world anyway is basically controlled by Windia right there. Like, it's all part of Windia, effectively, in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, desertification is a real thing, like a thing in real life there, so she's not entirely wrong about that. But as far as the brood goes... He always gets right to the point. He makes good points. It is kind of unnerving, you know exactly who we are, though. Even though, you know, you are God and all. Oh, yeah, like I said, desertification is a real thing, so, yeah. What, you just make those? Huh. It's not even clear why they're sent across the ocean by the people over in that other town over there. They just do. Ah. Yeah, eventually. I mean, with the way we've been studying them, someone's got to eventually. Momo's father almost did, really, when you stop and think about it. So you're just gonna totally ignore what Momo said, huh? Huh. Oh, okay, maybe you are gonna talk about it, eh? Well, the weakness of any power is the power itself and all that. There's actually quite a bit of truth to that. Yeah, last time it was shaped like a donut. This time it's more like a straight line. I mean, not exactly, but, you know, practically. Yeah, however you say that name. Oh, you can even see the elevator, whatever that is called, right there. I see. So the people couldn't survive, eh? I mean, we've seen that there's, like, an inn and everything, but, you know, there's no one there, obviously. So you despaired because you couldn't save the people of this particular town? Kind of sounds like it. Do you, Nina? Well, I mean, you have the lowest HP and defense of any character, so you are very much in danger of being one-shot by a lot in this game. But... is it, though? I mean, she said that they were destroyed by the desert and kind of infighting, if you will. But, yeah... we do? Okay. Great grammar, Nina. Huh. Yeah, just like Tipo. Said he couldn't join us, but, well, he is, well, basically a magical attacking version of Ryu, essentially, so, at least the way he's designed. Although, unlike the other characters, his stats don't, like, taper off after, I think, like, level 52, so he actually does get, like, the best stats of all characters if you go all the way to level 99. I see. You like to refer to yourself as a kid, if nothing else. Yeah, maybe. It's like, oh, great goddess, we have no desire to give Ryu up to you. Yeah, nor do we wish to see him killed, which would basically be the same thing as giving him to you. Well, actually, maybe not, but... I'm pretty strong. What's nearly? It's just this one continent. We don't know what's on the other side of that wall that's, you know, over by the Sin City and all that. Goddess? Huh. Well, you should. He is one of the best characters in the game. Hey! Kinda reminds me of the last game, actually. You can just do that? Wow. I wonder if she had to be close to be able to do that. This is small? Being able to erase people's memories and, well, teleport them right where they stand? Wait! Dang it. I'm just gonna stand here and shake in anger! Well, it's kind of been complete for a while, but... Oh, man. What the... Peiko? The heck? Peiko? Are you finally gonna be relevant to the plot? Yes, he is. Because... all along... yeah, Peiko is that tree, Yggdrasil, which is... well, crazy. Okay, then. Kind of weird it took you all the way to the end of the game to be, like, relevant to the plot, but... huh. Kind of makes me think of the beginning of Undertale a little bit there, when she says that. Yeah, Ryu just came along just for the heck of it. It's like, what? All for this kid? Huh? Oh, I have to decide now? You're not gonna make me? Oh, I see. Has it, though? I mean, the first two games kind of beg to differ, but okay. Yeah, but I'm just one guy. All the power of the brood is concentrated in just Ryu here. You called me my Ryu back in the dream as well, but anyway, yeah, now we can talk to our party members here. And we can't get off this platform. There's no way back down. Ah. Ah! Well, that's just because you're under-leveled. I could have leveled you up and, like, well, took some time in the fairy village to get you to, like, 999 intelligence. That might have made you pretty insane, but I decided not to do that. I never had any intention of doing that either, but that might be fun to do one of these days. Just, like, do a super-powered, well, Ryu or Nina or whatever as far as, like, magic goes. Maybe magic will finally be, like, remotely useful, like, offensively. And one last time, Ryu's not a bad dragon! Alright, so... Momo. Actually, I think I can walk in between her and Nina there, but... You've said that a few times throughout the game. I feel like you're underestimating yourself, because you are a good character. It's just Ray and Peiko are better. Especially Peiko if you know how to build him. Although it's mainly just to take damage for the rest of the party, I suppose, as far as Peiko goes. Although he does have other strengths, but still. Yeah, I can... Yeah, walk in between... Yeah, here, right? I suppose. Yeah, you turn into a better person for all this, even though I literally only ever used you when I absolutely had to. And last but not least, Ray. Yes. Kind of strange how he didn't show up again until the very end of the game, though. Yeah. You tell her, Ray. Alright, I'll go tell her. Ah. Or so you say. The Brood and my friends. You know, considering the next game starts in a desert. I believe I've said a few times now, Breath of Fire 4, no one's really sure if it's supposed to take place after this game or before the first game. It's never been clarified as far as I'm aware. But it is interesting that it starts in a pretty vast desert. And what will Ryu decide? Will he give up his power? Or will he choose his own path? Let's try giving up our power, why not? Fate's too hard. Yeah. Yeah, let's give up at the last second. That seems right. Is it, though? Well, we're gonna pretend it is right now. That I alone have. Jeez. Just like Tipo, I get to be in this room forever. Bored, probably. And so, yeah, time passes. How did that one ending in Chrono Trigger go against? But the world refused to change? Was that the line in that one ending? I forget. I haven't seen that in so long now. But yeah, that's the bad ending. If we press start or whatever, we'll go back to the intro of the game. You know, where we can select our file and all that again. So, what happens if we don't choose to give up our power? Yeah, this time, let us choose our own path, because we are strong. We don't need anybody helicopter parenting over us, as it were. And Tipo. But more importantly, I want to kick this goddess's ass. Yeah, you kind of be giving up your freedom, as it were, so you'd be giving up yourself. That's your opinion, but yeah, sure, let's pretend that's true. I am. Yeah, probably, but well, that's kind of what you do in video games, and a lot of video games, actually, but especially RPGs. Oh. Well, that was anticlimactic. I wouldn't say that, but really? Here's your helicopter parenting again. You realize that's a very toxic relationship, right? Trying to lord over people? Trying to, you know, control their lives like that? I'm the only one who has this power! The rest of them gave all their power to me, basically. Sheesh. Yeah, listen to the Onion. Exactly. Control just means a cage, basically. Totally agree with that. Yes, so you say, for the sake of life, or is it just for the sake of yourself? Granted, she never comes across as being, like, a selfish goddess who's just doing this for the sake of, like, power or anything. She does seem to legitimately want to protect the world. At least as far as we ever see her here. Ah, yes. It's not the same as living. Being protected by someone else, that is. Living under someone else like that, in that regard. Ah, so it is the time to fight. I will not. So you say. Yeesh. It's kind of weird. I can still just barely hear the music in the background, even though it's supposed to be silent. But yeah, choose 3 party members to fight the goddess with, and yeah, for once, Gar is forced into the party rather than Nina. Okay. So, anyway, yeah, Ray and Peiko, because you guys are way too under-leveled for this. You especially wouldn't be able to stand up to much of anything in this fight with your low HP. Even Momo would have a hard time. But anywho, yeah, fortunately we get to pick our party and our formation, which, yeah, we'll go like this again. And I've done this with the chain formation with Ray in the lead before, but I'm going to go ahead and just go with the attack formation with Peiko in the lead. That will, well, basically keep us the safest overall, I would say. I wouldn't really recommend much else except for maybe normal. as far as these goes. Defense won't really help much, because the goddess doesn't actually use physical attacks very often. More on that in a moment. It pains me that you frickin' defy me. Oh. Okay, well. Too bad! Alright. Let's do this, then. What happened to... It's no longer the time to talk. Yeah, when she says Fury... Yeesh. Where are you going, hell? Yes, I guess she did. Wow. That is quite the form. And crazy enough, she doesn't have, like, multiple forms like, well, bosses in so many other series. Actually, the final boss usually doesn't have multiple forms in Breath of Fire games. But anyway, we have the goddess Myria, who has, well, the highest HP of any boss in the game. I think it's still lower than the Berserker, I think. I'd have to double check that. But outside of her, well, HP and AP is, of course, absurd. Power and agility are pretty decent, but her defense and intelligence are actually lower than the Dragon Lord, oddly enough. A lot of players consider the Dragon Lord to be a more difficult fight than this, but... Anyway, first things first, I could steal Napalm from her, but I don't care. So, there's that. Now, right here at the beginning of the fight, she only has a 1 in 4 chance of attacking, which I believe remains true throughout the rest of the fight, as far as I can tell from the AI script there. So, yeah, she really doesn't use physical attacks very often. Now, right now, she has a 3 in 4 chance of using magic, of which she has a 2 in 8 chance of using either Sanctuary or Venom. Sanctuary is kind of the annoying one to me. Actually, was it 2 in 8 or was it actually 3 in 8 for Sanctuary? And I think it was actually 3 in 8 for Sanctuary, and I've just written this down wrong. Because I was looking at it the other day from a different source. But yeah, Sanctuary is kind of annoying because if you recall, it will undo all stat buffs for the party and technically debuffs as well. But she doesn't do debuffs. And nor does she get buffs or debuffs on herself there, so... Yeah, it's kind of annoying, because I'm going to start off casting some buffs on the party, but it's not necessarily going to stick because of Sanctuary. Now, Venom is a special skill unique to Myria. It'll hit the whole party with a multi-status effect that can do Confusion, Poison, or blind. there. So if you have at least confusion protection, that will be like really useful there. Now also she has a 1 in 8 chance of using Inferno or Blizzard or Sirocco or Evil Eye, which is of course single target paralysis. That's why I have that's why I have the Light Mangle Life Sandals there, just so I, can't get hit by any of those status effects or Evil Eye there. So, awesome. So, yeah, when she gets down to half HP, her AI script changes a bit. Won't be able to use Sanctuary anymore, most notably, and she'll add like Mjolnir and Restore, and also a really strong skill called Holocaust to her repertoire. And then when she gets down to a fourth of her HP, same thing, except, let's see, it's like, 2 in 8 chance of Venom, 3 in 8 chance of Holocaust, 1 in 8 chance for Sirocco, Mjolnir, or the Death Spell, which I very rarely ever end up seeing her use Holocaust or Death, but we shall see. Anyway, the main reason I wanted Ray to have as much speed as he does is so that I can just use Speed Up once, and he will be fast enough to get X turns. Not that it's a huge deal right now, but there it is. And, well, like I said, I'm going to try to use Shield right now. If she happens to use Sanctuary, so be it. This is the only time I'm going to bother using Shield. And Peiko, I'm going to use Force Armor to raise his magic defense, 50% buff there for the various spells she could potentially use. Especially since he doesn't have fire element protection like Ray and Ryu do at the moment. Yeesh! Not that, Peiko can do much about it right now, but... Let's see, and Ray, I do want you to use that on yourself for your X turn, so go ahead and do that. And let's see, what do I want Ray to do at this point? Do I want him to heal up the party or something? I could. I think I will. Yeah, since we have them, let's go ahead and just use up our, Spearfish, why not? I don't need to worry about that now. Accession. One thing you might want to do is Shadow, just to make sure you don't get hit by status effects, as well as the Force Gene and, the Thorn Gene in this case, so that this turns into 100% protection from status and death there. But rather than that, actually, before that, I almost forgot. Let's see. I do want to re-equip myself since I'm going to be turning into a dragon there. Might as well do the Titan Belt, even though, I could do Speed Boots. I wonder if that would make me fast enough. I know I'm not without an agility boost to get X turns just as is with the transformation I'm about to do, but do I want to? Yeah, let's do that and get the spirit. Oh, it's up there. Spirit Ring on. That was the one. Actually, no. Shaman? Is it the Shaman's? Yeah, it is the Spirit Ring. Okay, that was the 50% one. Yeah, just for that. This will not affect the cost of the Dragon transformation, but this will affect the cost of everything else, because I'm going to go full-on Radiance, Infinity, and Trance to turn into the true Kaiser Dragon. And Peiko... Yeah, let's go ahead and use War Shout there. Yeah, I'm never going to run out of items. This battle really is not going to last long enough. Holy crap, you have a lot of HP, Ryu. Even more than Peiko. Dang. Yeah, at least show us something cool there besides Sirocco, would you, Myria? Wow, that was a huge reduction for Peiko there. And to think I also have those intelligence boosts on Peiko and Ray to make them take even less damage than they might otherwise normally take here. Dang. And Ryu, I believe, gets like 75% resistance to every element plus, was it 100 to status and death? I forget exactly, but anyway, let's see. Do I want to... Let's see. What do I want to do at this point? I realistically could do Were Tiger with Ray, but If she happens to use Sanctuary, I'll have to use Speed Up with, well, Peiko in this case, since Ryu can't do it. You can't use items in that form, even in the true Kaiser form. So I'm just gonna keep Ray like this. And is there anything I want to do, like Word of Light or anything like that? I put it on him, but it's not like I've done anything with it. Yeah, let's just go with Triple Blow, because why not? Yeah, it's not too much damage now. I want to do another attack up there. Yeah, Triple Blow. Oh yeah, I forgot I have Bone Break. I should totally use that. Let's see. I want to use Celerity, which will boost all my stats by 50%. Like, well, I already have, like, 25% at least from Warshout before, so this will actually raise his attack power by, like, 75% or whatever. But if I use Warshout again, it will actually, like, nullify, like, going above 50 there. It'll just kind of put me back at 50. But that's okay, because with Ryu's strength, it's not gonna... He's already at, like, max attack power anyway, so... Oh, that was neat. Boom! Yeah, watch her use... Oh, never mind. Good, I was gonna say watch her use Sanctuary, but... Alright, wash out! One more time! And, well, hopefully she doesn't end up using Sanctuary, but... Sometimes I can get through the whole fight without her using it, and sometimes I don't, so it's just... You know, matter of randomness there, so... Should I have Ray heal up? Oh, Ryu's first. Well, as long as I got it, let's use Bone Break. Why not? Yeah, I think that's like 2.5 times normal damage or something. I forget exactly, but, yeah, go ahead. Why not? Let's heal up. Spearfish. I mean, it's not like I don't have more Moon Tears than I could possibly use. Wow, nice hit there, Ryu. Alright. And yeah, I can't use this anymore. Or Celerity for that matter. How are you ever gonna use that? I wonder if this would do decent damage, but yeah, I'm just gonna use, where is it? Aura at this point. I wonder if Double Blow would be excellent damage. Maybe. But yeah, let's just use that. Yeah, Triple Blow and Shadow Walk, and assuming she doesn't use Sanctuary anymore, this will basically be the rest of the fight. I mean, she hasn't used Sanctuary yet, but at least do something cool like Venom or Holocaust there. I'd like to show those off at least once, maybe. I mean, too bad if I don't, but oh, she's just gonna keep on hitting us with magic, eh? Fine. This will not do much damage to Ray at all. And Peiko has too much HP to care, not to mention when he heals, he'll heal like half of that back, so... Very nice, very nice. Alright. Have I already done like 10,000 HP to you with this? I'm not even sure. Was that more than Bone Break? I thought Bone Break was supposed to be a little bit stronger than Aura, but, huh. Oh well, whatever. Let's see, Ryu. Your AP is okay. But, yeah, let's go ahead and use a Wisdom Fruit on you. And do I want to use one more War Shout? I think I will. Alright. I think she changed her AI script there. Like, that's what that kind of, like, slight pause in her animation was. There's her regular physical attack. Gross, isn't it? Good for you, Peiko. Hit him hard. Or hard enough. Well, at least you did something kind of cool. I mean, that's a pretty unique attack animation there, if I do say so myself. Yeah, that should guarantee that Peiko and Ray are at 50% now. Alright. Aura. Triple Blow. Yeah, I think I'm past the point where she can even use Sanctuary, so... Ooh, nice. Ray. Yeah, I should be really close already to defeating her, so... Bam! Oh, yeah, that pause right there, she should be in her last 5,000 HP now. So maybe Ryu can get the final hit? That'd be cool. You never used Holocaust or Venom, huh? I swear I never end up seeing Holocaust. It's so rare that I've ever seen that. I can't even remember what it looks like at this point. Right? Because you did the pause again right there. I don't know. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Is this enough to kill ya? Nope. Okay. Maybe I'm off on what that kind of pause in her animation is about. Alright. Aura, triple blow, and shadow walk. Damn. Alright, yep, there it is. Maybe that is what that pause was. She was probably like just at the end there, but yeah, she doesn't have any other forms or anything. That's the whole fight. Alright, let's get out of here. What a sound effect. Well, we did it, guys. You two didn't do anything, but we're going to pretend you did. Oh. It really was. This truly was my longest LP, considering the length of the videos. Oh, wow. I think so. We stopped an authoritarian goddess, as it were. Gar? Oh, right, you have kind of a direct connection to the goddess and all that. I almost forgot that whole big sleep thing that the Guardians do. Yeah. And I'm just gonna make a cool pose before I die. And yeah, that's the last we see of Gar, unfortunately, but my world is literally crumbling around me. Well, I mean, the world you're currently standing on, yes, but I don't know about the rest of the world. We don't really get an answer to that in the Breath of Fire series so far as I know, given that we don't know when the next game takes place. And I've never played the 5th game, so I have no idea where that falls on the timeline. And basically no one at this point can play the 6th game, so yeah, I have no idea where that falls on the timeline either. Huh. How weird is it for God to pray to God? Huh. He could have let us live. We wouldn't have come back for what effectively was revenge. I mean, that was kind of the whole reason we sought you out, is not exactly for revenge, but to get answers. But yes, sister! Yes, Deus is Myria's sister. I don't think they established that in the first game as far as I can recall, but yeah, Deus is, well, basically a goddess of sorts. In the 4th game, I believe they call her an Eternal, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I played the 4th game, so a good long while. Oh, okay, fine. Now is the last time we get to see Gar, but Let's go. Ah, yes, she did. Yeah, it kind of backfired when you stop to think about it, so... Ah, yes. That's a good line, too. Oh, crap! Did we get out before that thing closed? Hey, you guys! Did you make it? Uh-huh. Yes, we can. I think. Again, yeah, I'm not sure with the whole, where the timelines fall and all that, so I'm not sure exactly what happens after this point. Humanity loves to tell itself it's stronger than we think. Whoa. Guess no one's getting up there anymore. Not that it matters. I imagine that her little island in the sky is gonna literally come crumbling down there, so... or at least fall to the ground or whatever. I wonder if that's supposed to be the Dragon Blade. Whoa. This was amazing stuff for the PS1 era. And there's Nina with her, well, updated sprites. They really were intending to have her, you know, not wearing her pink outfit, but they didn't have time to change her, like, sprite. So, at least I think that's how it goes. So, yeah, they changed everything else but that to this red dress. Nina kind of reminds me of Chun-Li with those very thick legs there. Oh, Momo! And Ray, you both look awesome like that! Boy, imagine if the whole game had graphics like that. Jeez! But anyway... okay, that's kind of cool. This was relatively uncommon back then as well, to have, you know, music with, like, vocals. I mean, I know they did it with, like, you know, Final Fantasy VIII and several other notable games, but it was relatively uncommon. But anyway, at this point, technically there's sort of a post-game, but not really. Basically, there's just a couple things unlocked based on like how well you did with the fishing. Like if you have 9,000 points, of which I'm actually just a little short. I think I'm at like 8,700 or something. But if you have 9,000, at least 9,000 points, then you can go to, I believe it's the fisherman who's a little past Junktown, and you can get like the master rod and the ding frog, which is the ultimate rod and the ultimate bait there. And if you have 9,500 points, I think you go to the same guy, and he'll give you the ink pot, which is basically just allows you to infinitely switch around your skills without like using up any resources there. So there's that. But otherwise, well, That is Breath of Fire 3. It has been a very long time coming to the end here. I was not expecting this to be nearly as complicated as it ended up being. I mean, I knew that there were a lot of, like, hidden mechanics to it, but I didn't quite realize how many or how much there would be, or were, or are, until, like, I actually, like, sat down and played it, because it's like, wow, I made so many more, like, special episodes, like, explanational episodes, and I thought I would have to. Like, wow, there is so much that the game just doesn't tell you about. Wow. I had to imagine that a lot of it's also in the fourth game as well, since it, well, has at least a lot of the same mechanics to it, at least as far as I can tell. It appears to, because I mean, it has a fairy village, it has a lot of the same skills as this game, you know, it brought over, like, learning skills and other things from this game, as well as some things from the first two games as well, mostly the first game. Not a whole lot from the second game, but, well, if I ever happen to get to the fourth game, so be it. I don't have any specific plans for it at this point, but yeah, I do love this game. This is a lot of fun, although having played through it with the LP, I do get probably one of the larger criticisms of it. It's slowness. There is a lot of kind of, like, small waiting. Like, it takes you a while to get from place to place because of the way the random encounters work. The fast travel is so not fast at all, because screen transitions take a little while. Just getting into a battle can take a couple of seconds there. You know, it's just to set up the battle, basically. So, and then, of course, there's the mini games. I totally understand. One of my viewers actually left a comment where they're like, well, it's like, you know, I kind of tried to play along, or, well, something to that effect, but, you know, the mini games were, like, annoying or whatever, but it's like, yeah, you know what, I get it. I don't like a lot of the mini games either. Some of them are very unintuitive, frankly. I'm surprised, especially that freaking well. Like, some people have such a hard time getting the freaking vinegar from the well there, man, but yeah. I can totally understand some of the criticisms of this game. Of course, with modern gamers in general, I've noticed that when it comes to, like, talking about, like, you know, great RPGs, a lot of times they'll say, oh, you don't have random encounters in this game, and that makes it awesome. It's like, oh, you really hate random encounters that much? And yes, Pico lives, or Yggdrasil, as it were. But, yeah, modern gamers aren't really big fans of random encounters, like truly random encounters, I've noticed. Like, I grew up with it, so I don't mind it, but yeah, a lot of modern gamers, in RPGs at least, are not fans of random encounters. They like being able to, you know, see the enemies, potentially avoid them, you know, things like what, like, Mario RPG did, even what Chrono Trigger did, where, you know, some battles are not, you know, you can't avoid them even in that, but even there, people are like, you know, I like that they're, you know, preset. You don't have to, like, just, you know, randomly know or whatever. But anyway, Finn, the end. Although let's see, I think we should be able to save our game at this point, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Or how long before I thought we could do that, because I couldn't. Because how are we supposed to do, like, well, not New Game Plus, but, you know, continue on to get, Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, thank you for playing Breath of Fire 3. Well, you're welcome! You can save your game here. Yeah, and try to fight the goddess again! Sure, why not? What memory card am I on? I'm not even sure. I think I was on memory card 1. Actually, no, I think I was on memory card 2, right? But regardless, yeah, let's just save wherever. Okay, yeah, I think that was actually my most recent save. So, okay, fine. We'll save here. Clear! Yay, and Nina's forced into the party again! Of course! So yeah, we go back in time to just before we fought the goddess, basically. But we don't start in the same place exactly. And I kind of want to show this anyway, because there is one other thing that I did quite a while ago. Memory card 2, come on. Regarding the fairy village. Where I set up a music shop to kind of try to get like all the music and all that, or as much of it as I can, because as I understand it, we should get like one more now that we've beaten the game. And also one of the fairies, I think the second one in the shop should have like kind of the ending song there, except without the lyrics in it, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, we start in Dragnir with this party. Specifically. Oh, actually, no, there's a fairy village right outside of here. So yeah, I want to go check that out real quick. I'm not even sure how far into the music I am at this point. I hope I made it. I did make a music shop in this file, didn't I? I bet I didn't do it in like some like other save thing and like, you know, save state, and then I forgot to actually like go back into that save state or something. But yeah, I should have music shop here, if I'm not mistaken. Nothing new on the message board. Did I make a music shop in this one? I hope I did. I thought I did. Yes. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool, cool. Yeah, if they didn't make anything, then... Let's see, which one would it be? Is it that one? You! Hi? You must be the... Yeah, this must be the music shop, right? Oh, no, this is the... Wait, isn't it? Wait, what are... Oh, this is one of those? Oh, no, it's not the music shop. Is it this one? No, that is also... Hang on. Which of these is the music shop? This one? Yes, you're it. Let's see, what's the last song? Even the sun's hat. Or these little things taken in... Oh, that's it? Oh, did I have to, like, come back a bunch of times? Oh, that sucks. Huh. Okay, fine. Oh, this must be the... Oh, yeah, there's Pure again, and the karaoke version. Oh, cool. So you actually do both. I can't move. I'm stuck here. Do I actually have to listen to the whole song? Holy crud, I do. Well, I'm kind of disappointed with the way the music shop worked out there, but hey, at least I got this, I guess, so. Anyway, this has been Breath of Fire 3. I'll probably take a little break before my next main LP there and all that, so. Until next time, folks. Until next time, arrivederci.